Welcome to my next kit, which is the Back to the Future DeLorean from Aoshima. I picked this kit up at the Armageddon Expo for $40. They had a bunch of model kits there. They had a few DeLoreans. There was a few of these and a few Back to the Future 3 versions. They might have had one from 2. I really didn't look. I just wanted the first one. I thought about lighting it. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. I'll get into why soon. But if I do Back to the Future 2 DeLorean at some stage, if I enjoy building this, I'll likely build them all. But when I do a 2 version, I might put lights in it. We'll see. This will be kind of an interesting review before the kit build for a few reasons. First of all, I don't know much about cars, let alone the DeLorean, even though I'm a big fan of the Back to the Future films. The other reason is I've never ever built a car model before. And the final reason is this is an Aoshima model, which means everything is in Japanese. And I did take Japanese at high school, but I did 1 year and I can only read some hiragana, and that's it. So this is going to be kind of interesting. I hope somebody at least finds a little bit of use in this review. So let's get the box open. As you can see, this is not in my native language. Well, that is. There isn't a lot of English on this. But the plus side is there are a lot of quite well drawn diagrams and things, which will hopefully aid me a little bit. There are a couple of people online who have build series on this, such as Steve the Fish Don. I'm actually watching his build series at the moment just to get a firm grasp on what the hell I'm actually doing. See, let's see if I can read. See, I know some hiragana. I know some hiragana, but I don't know what it means anymore. I think that's a hiragana character. No, I'm pretty sure. I could be totally wrong about all this. Where's Tsu? I know what Tsu is. They said it looks like a nose, so it's like a chew. Yeah, I think that's Tsu, Tsu. I hope I'm at least right about this. Oh, it clicks as your fault. I'm sure if I tried it and learned it, I could go back. Is that Mo? Yeah, okay, anyway, back to what I'm talking about. Pretty cool diagrams. Pretty standard. I mean, it's not known it's in English, there's no point showing. There's some real cool diagrams on the back of the trees, and everything's really labelled, so in English too, English characters. So it shouldn't be too difficult. I'm not too worried. It's more that I haven't built a car before. As I've said, I am no expert on car models or the DeLorean, but I'm going to try my best. I do recognise some of the parts. This here would be the back, and this part here is the sort of back bulkhead where the sort of flux capacitor is housed. I think that's what it's called. I'm pretty sure these are the missiles which go on the sides, and here we have the fins for the sort of heat sink or the exhausts out the back. Some cords, and I don't know what these things are called. They're kind of like the Back to the Future equivalent of warp nacelles, I guess. We all know what that is. I mean, the detail on this is really nice. It really is. I did have my eye on the Polar Lights version of the kit, but after getting this, I've since looked at the actual Polar Lights model on YouTube, and the Polar Lights just looks like a cheap, much simpler version of this, like much simpler. Got car door, interior car doors there, car seats, the car basin for the seats and things. Dashboard, which looks really awesome. I'm probably going to add some detail like wires and things. And you got the other side of the dashboard here, where all the time circuitry goes. I'm doing my best. Some those detail parts here. And those I think are the exhausts. Hubcaps there. And quite a nice realistic dulled down chrome. I usually hate chrome on parts, so the D7 model I built had chrome on it, they look bloody awful. But this actually looks kind of in scale and kind of nice. Probably leave those, they look quite good. And here, it's where is that where all the fuel goes in? Yeah, it is. That must go on top of there, and that's where all the what is it in the film that goes in there? And that's of course the lightning rod. Little baggie with grease for removing parts, and the tyres are actually rubber, and they have really cool detail on them. I'm not going to open them, but they look really cool. Bottom of the car. Now the main difference, one of the main differences between the Polar Lights and the Aoshima kit is this part in particular. This part has detail all over it. The Polar Lights one looks really flat and boring. It's on the bottom, I get it, but this is far more. I mean, the detail on it is really crisp as well. I have no idea how accurate it is, but it's not going to matter because it's going to be on the bottom. But it's just one of the points in favour of this kit over the Polar Lights. This tree has a lot of the moving parts, I guess, in this kit, which kind of has me confused because this DeLorean is from the first movie, but I think it has parts to have the wheels move up and down like the second version does. So I'm a little bit confused on that. I guess we'll find out. Steering wheel. I really don't know what a lot of these are. They're cast in black, so I'm guessing that they're for moving parts such as those. And clear parts, which I'm going to just leave in the bag. Decals, something to note is the Polar Lights kit doesn't include any of these. I think it just has decals for the plates. It doesn't have any of these. I mean, they're really cool. It's kind of interesting that I'm building this in 2015. But on the clear parts you have windscreen, tail lights, side windows, other bits and bobs. And lastly, we have the actual body itself, which is pretty decent size. The lines on this are smaller and more scale than the Polar Lights. Unfortunately, the headlights are opaque plastic. There's a couple of seam lines that run up and down the body of the car, which, just as short sanding will take those off. pretty cool detail. It even curls in there and there's a wee gap, so that's a really, really cool touch. Pretty cool stuff, really. There's the front. There's no decal for the DMC logo, but it's alright. A paintbrush will be fine. Headlights. There's a little seams on the corners, but that's okay. And that's a parting line up the front, which looks more. It feels smooth. It doesn't look that way. Pretty cool detail on the back. It's a little bit soft on the ends, as Steve the Fish.net noted that. It's a problem with the casting and not his particular kit, if he's watching this and wondering. So yeah, quite cool. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how this goes. I haven't built a car before, so I'm breaking new ground for myself. Looking forward to starting it. I did consider lighting it, just the headlights and such, but they're kind of cast in opaque plastic, and I could just hog those out and fill them up with dental acrylic, and that would be fine. But I haven't built one of these before, and I just the instructions aren't even in English, so I'm just gonna play it safe on this one, and next time when I build the second one, I can push the envelope a little bit further and do a bit more with it. Display wise, I had a thought of doing a diorama maybe, maybe parked next to just a pillar or something that has the estate logo on it that you see in the movie. Just something real simple like that. But that's a little far off at the moment. I'm not sure how long this will take me. As I say, I've never built one before, so I don't really have any frame of reference. The video following this obviously will be part 1, so please stick around, subscribe, check out my other videos, and wait tight, and I'll be back with part 1. Thanks very much for watching. See ya.